This is Black Views, bringing you the Black news. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So today our subject is about the President of the United States, President Biden. And I have a couple snippets of videos I believe that's going to show pretty much why he is the way he is and have some understanding for Al Sharpton basically saying that he's stabbing black people in the back. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show a snippet of him calling Cedric Richardson, a boy. And here we go. I have to show you so you can believe it.
Here with my senior advisor and boy who knows Louisiana very, very well, man, and New Orleans and Cedric Richmond.
Unbelievable. Here's the President of the United States. He's so sensitive to LGBT community that he signs legislature, giving them equality, guaranteeing them jobs. Okay? Here's the president that's so sensitive to the Asian community where he signs that Asian hate bill. I mean, just like that. They didn't even ask for it. And that's what he provided for them. Here's a president that basically who admitted on TV that basically the black community has stood behind him and had his back, and he's going to have our back. And he feels comfortable to say boy during this time with so much sensitivity of bashing, of people looks, how tall they are, how small they are, what their, sexual connotation is. And he doesn't have a problem with saying boy. Remember, this is the same guy that said, if you're not voting for Biden, then you ain't black. Do you remember that? And guess what? After he said that, your man Cedric Richmond didn't say a goddamn thing. This that coon shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even if he didn't even want to say anything at that time, he didn't have a press conference, he didn't have a tweet, he didn't have a blog, he didn't say shit. Because we have coons among us, man. We have coons among us that do no good to us at all, black people. So we're allowed to hear this, and he doesn't have a response. So think about kids, little kids, and teenagers, people coming out of high school that can comprehend this, man. The President of the United States referring to another U.S. congressman as boy. Do you understand? This is how you're being viewed as a boy. You need help. You can't accomplish anything on your own. You're begging. To him, you are a boy. And guess what? I got a few more snippets for you. Some things to help remind you. Where are these Democrats at? Where are the people that waited in line, that cried? When Ice Cube tried to talk about his plan, you had Fox Soul, had Vivica Fox try to belittle him and make it seem like he made this into a woman thing. He was talking about black people, and Vivica Fox made this into a woman thing. So I'm gonna move on. Here's the next snippet.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Once again, there goes the dumb shit. That was an assault on all black people. That if we have a problem between selecting him or Trump, then you ain't black. So already his assumption is that, boy, your black ass don't know what's right for you. So if you're not voting for me, then you ain't black. The audacity. And once again, no one says anything. Okay? And we're the only group that gets this kind of verbiage trash. Okay, and so now I have another snippet for you. Okay, we're not going to be doing this for too long, but I need these videos to make my point to you that Biden is and never was going to do a goddamn thing for black people. In fact, he just mocks us. Stand by.
Campaign we built and ran. I'm proud of the coalition we put together. The broadest and most diverse coalition in history. Democrats, Republicans, Independents, progressives, moderates, conservatives, young, old, urban, suburban, rural, gay, straight, transgender, white, Latino, Asian, Native American. I mean it, especially those moments, and especially those moments when this campaign was at its lowest ebb. The African American community stood up again for me. You've always had my back, and I'll have yours.
Did you hear that? I mean, this man listed all the groups. The gay, straight, LGBT, people in the rural area, people in the city area, and then last but not least, grandstanding, especially the black community, African American community, banging on the desk, the podium and shit. Okay? This is condescending, guys. He ramped you all up. For all you guys that, that voted for Biden, I try to have a conversation with some people. And I didn't tell anybody to vote for Trump. All I was saying was that if you're going to vote for the Democrats, we don't have any tangibles. There's nothing that he's going to give us. He's not even guaranteeing anything. I'm having these conversations with grown-ass men, well in their damn 50s and 40s, and they told me that I'm a Trump supporter, and man, you need to get out of here, and this, and then proceeded to bring other people into the conversation to try to talk me down. And all I wanted to say was, he's not giving us anything. Man, I don't care. Just get that man out of here. Just get that man out of here. And so I'm going to end this video, but I'm going to end it with this last video, this last little snippet here, so that you will ultimately understand why he is who he is and why he does what he does to us.
Genealogist who has conducted a sweeping look into President Biden's lineage says records show some of the Scranton, Pennsylvania natives, ancestors on his father's side, owned enslaved people. Alexander Bannerman, who along with presidential lineage expert Gary Boy Roberts, co-authored an article on Biden's ancestry for the winter 2020 issue of the New England Historic Genealogical Society's American Ancestors magazine, told Politico that he came across the findings while looking through census records and slave schedules from Maryland. According to Bannerman, the 1800 census shows that Biden's great-great-great-grandfather, Jesse Robinette, owned 2 enslaved people in Allegheny County, and another third great-grandfather, Thomas Randall, enslaved a 14-year-old boy in Baltimore County.
And there you have it. Biden's family owned slaves. This is why he can say boy. This is why he can, throw any kind of rhetoric out there about, black people, because he feels he owns you. He knows you're going to vote for him. You ain't black if you ain't going to vote for him. And to sum it all up, he signed a bill for everyone else but us, and have a nerve to tell us that you're going to have to work with the Hispanics. You're going to have to work with the Hispanics. You mean people foreigners? I mean, just think about the logic of that. We got to work with another group to get what we're supposed to need, but yet you grandstand us talking about we always, we've had your back, and now you're going to have our back, and this is how you have our back. So don't expect anything from this president. But his 4 years will be up soon. And this next turnaround, we need to make a better decision on who we stand in line to vote for. What's going to help black people? What's going to help our black communities? And honestly, stop voting for these coons, man. Vote for somebody other than the same coons over and over and over and over again, who get up here and say nothing. Everything that I'm saying right now, a black politician should be saying. I want to thank you. Please like, subscribe, also share the material. It'll be a crime if you don't click that like button. This is Black Views, bringing you the Black News.